SCERTS is a model designed to promote the primary development dimensions in children with autism spectrum disorder and their families. SCERTS is not a specific therapy, but rather a framework that multiple therapies can be used within. SCERTS stands for social communication, emotional regulation, and transactional supports. And this model was designed to be used with young children with ASD that struggle with communication and some social emotional abilities. However, it can also be used for children without ASD who are developing skills in social communication and emotional regulation, or other individuals with ASD.
SCERTS offers a variety of training opportunities. You can find out more about the training opportunities, including the dates, by visiting SCERTS.com or their Facebook page. You can find the links to these websites in the video notes below. SCERTS is designed to be used as a multidisciplinary approach, meaning it can be delivered by parents, family members, educators, and therapists, including speech-language pathologists and occupational therapists. SCERTS recommends that within each of these teams, you choose one point person. This person should complete all of the SCERTS training and educate other team members to ensure the framework is being properly implemented.
Because SCERTS is a framework, there are not many materials that are needed. However, the point person should purchase the manuals. Volume 1 of the manuals focuses on assessment, while Volume 2 focuses on program planning and intervention. The manual package costs $125. The manuals will also provide you with the score sheets needed for assessment. You can purchase these materials by following the link below. There is also an option package called Easy Score. This package includes a CD-ROM and printable scoring forms to make the scoring process easier. This package costs an additional $250.
First, the SCERTS trained professional will observe the child. This observation could take place in a variety of settings, such as at home or in school. During this observation, the SCERTS professional should note the child's social communication, emotional regulation, and the current transactional supports, such as environmental or communication supports that are being used.
Next, the SCERTS professional will work with the family and the rest of the team to use the scoring forms and information from their observations to determine the stage of communication the child is in. There are 3 stages of social communication. The first stage is the social partner stage, where children are developing the skill to intentionally communicate using vocalizations or gestures. The next stage is the language partner. The child will use symbols, signs, and/or words to communicate for a specific purpose. The final stage is the conversational partner. Here the child will use words and phrases to participate in conversation. The professional will then determine the emotional regulation level that the child is currently at. Again, there are 3 levels. The first is the behavior level, where the child regulates themselves by using simple motor actions or sensory motor strategies, such as rocking. The next level is the language level. The child is learning about emotions and using words or symbols to regulate themselves. An example of this would be using a visual schedule. Finally, the last is the metacognitive level. Here the child is able to participate in planning and talking about how to regulate their emotions. The final aspect of the assessment would be determining the transactional supports that would be beneficial for the child and the family. These supports can be interprofessional, such as the communication partner adjusting the language. They can also be educational, such as creating a reliable schedule. The final type of support is family. It could include providing education or providing stress management strategies.
Based on the assessment, the team would determine what dimensions the child would benefit from support in. This may be all dimensions. The team, including the family, would work together to create family client-centered goals for the child.
Finally, the SCERTS professional would teach the other team members how to approach the goals using the selected therapy approach.
As previously mentioned, SCERTS is only a framework, so different therapies can be used within SCERTS to achieve the child's goals. Some examples of different therapies include applied behavioral analysis, or ABA, social skills therapy, treatment and education of autistic and related communication handicapped children, TEACH, relationship development intervention, or RDI, Hanan, and floor time. To fulfill the external evidence portion of the evidence-based practice, many formal evaluations have been completed to evaluate SCERTS outcomes. Linked below are peer-reviewed articles that provide evidence for the effectiveness of SCERT. To fulfill the clinical experience portion of the EBP, there are clinician perspective articles also linked below. Finally, to fulfill the client family perspectives portion, there are positive testimonials from various families that have used SCERTS. Many suggest that they enjoyed the model and their child made gains. We have included these testimonials in the notes below.
While SCERTS has a wealth of evidence and testimonials in support of the model, it is important to consider if this is right for your client. SCERTS requires a strong team approach, which may not be suitable for all situations. For more information, visit the SCERTS website at scerts.com.